Hello, welcome back to another video. It's been a while. Summer has almost come and gone. Yeah, fall is like almost here, which is so exciting. I love fall. Fall is like my favorite season, favorite time of year. Basically like September to like November. Thanksgiving time, that's like ideal. I love I love that time. I love this time of year. So I hope everything's going well for you. I just had some thoughts I wanted to share, or just even updates, since it's been a while. Some different like subtopics, I guess. It might be kind of like rambling here, but here goes. First thing I wanted to say was about languages. I would like to share more languages on here. Like speaking, sharing is like one of the best formats for language learning. I do find that for me, at least, inspiration can come and go with languages. I not just even like one language, but like multiple languages. So for instance, a language that I would like to learn, I start learning it and then I kind of stop, or I come back to it, or yeah, it's just like a different season with that. For example, in the summertime, I was learning Korean. I've never learned Korean before. I have no exposure or experience with it, so I just wanted to learn it. And I was like checking out books and watching videos and hearing audio and taking notes. I know how to say some things. Like I know, like if I remember, I can maybe recall a few words, like 안녕 or 안녕하세요. That's about it right now, unless I look up on like, flashcards or something or my notebook. But I kind of stopped learning, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because I don't really know what my goal is. I don't maybe know. It could be because, again, like inspiration or like finding that routine of studying. I think it's really cool though, because Korean is like, yeah, like it's useful, pretty useful, and I really didn't know much about the culture or anything, and I want to read like a memoir about a girl who like fled North Korea. Like I have different ideas or projects I want to get into with that language. I just kind of put it on the back burner for now. So maybe they'll come up again. Who knows? That can happen a lot with me. As of like recently, like even today, I was thinking about getting back into or just relearning or reviewing Chinese. I did study Chinese in college a while ago now, and I haven't really progressed that much because I don't really use it, obviously on a day-to-day basis. I don't use it frequently, and if I do use it, I feel like I feel really rusty, right? Because I'm not really studying it or practicing it. But it comes back to me because I learned it. It was one of my maybe second or third foreign language, and that like the most or the best I really got at any language is Chinese. It's not even that good, but it's like, for me, it's pretty good because I actually took classes and I, spoke it, and I really like tried to learn a lot more than I did with other languages. So I have some books I got from the library and just kind of inspiration just to kind of like look through like different topics within Chinese, like different helpful resources. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Another language that I've been learning that you may already known was Russian. I started learning Russian, like the third time I started learning Russian was actually last summer of 2022. And I've been learning it for, more or less a year. Not like super actively, but like I was like listening to some audio. I was able to read, so I was able to pronounce words and like learn more vocabulary, which was awesome because Russian is pretty hard. I had like a kind of like a short time for like a language partner and just trying to speak more. So yeah, I kind of considered it like most of the whole school year, I was kind of more thinking about Russian at least, or trying to do things with it. So I want to get back into that and have that same drive for it I did last year. I really feel like I really did care about it. Like I started a blog just for Russian language learning, and I just want to be active with that. So, or making videos, speaking. So, what else? Another language I thought about from time to time is Hebrew. Hebrew is kind of random. Like random in the sense of like it doesn't feel very useful here. I mean, I'm sure there are uses for it, but I have learned it before, studied it before a couple years ago, and it was really hard to find like where's the usage for this language, or like besides Israel, or if you're Jewish, or if you have those roots or lineage or whatever, and I don't. But I find it really interesting still, because like I find aspects of Hebrew or just like Israel really interesting, is something I am interested in, or the Middle East. I'm still interested in Semitic languages like Arabic, because I learned some Arabic, not great, but I know a little bit, and it's like a connecting language with Hebrew, Semitic language. So this is a kind of like a tangent, but every time I've seen The Chosen, the TV series The Chosen, I kind of feel like I want to learn Hebrew again, because they speak Hebrew, or they really just say like shalom, which means like peace or hello, but like just like the culture, like, right, this Jewish culture that Jesus' time they're living in, and it's depicted in like this TV series. It's really well done TV series. I really highly recommend it. I wasn't sure if I would like it, and I heard so much about it, and then I watched it, and I was like, wow, it's actually really good, really compelling. And yeah, so anyways, that's Hebrew. There's probably other languages I could name, but I probably won't, because that's just too much. So yeah, we'll see how those languages go for the future. What else? Another topic I wanted to mention is silence. I feel like I've been trying to delve more into silence. Silence in the sense of like not having a lot of stimuli. Not like I'm like against technology. Obviously I'm making a video right now, or like I'm against social media, but I am really trying to like get away from that, of using that for a while, or just even a couple weeks or whatnot. Really just kind of detaching, or being more prone to just like entering into that silent space, or prayer. It's just easier for prayer, if you consider yourself a praying person, or yeah, entering into a relationship with God. That's like the easiest thing to do, is just to try to be more in silence. Of course, we can have really active and loud minds, but it's even harder if you're always listening to something, or you're always being connected, or super have a lot of stimuli around you. It's like so much harder for like you to even have a moment with God, or God can speak to you. You can really be aware of that. He's always speaking to us, but like for us to actually receive it, and for it to be planted into our heart, so we can be aware of that. So I am reading a book about silence. It's really good. It's really well written, and just good thoughts and insights about the topic of silence. There's so much to say about it. It's kind of ironic talking about silence. But that's been really just helpful. And in my exercise, in my training, I'm not listening to music. And I always listen to music when I run. Like, running is pretty therapeutic for me, just like recreational, but now I'm running, or I'm training more intentionally. So I've kind of have subsided with music and noise when I run. And I find it like a huge difference. Like, kind of almost like night and day. It's kind of crazy. So when I started not listening to music when I run, I notice I am a lot more engaged in how I'm feeling, my thoughts. It's so much easier to kind of keep going, and really to pace myself, but also like not get distracted with the upbeatness or not upbeatness of a song. Because if I'm running, it's usually music, not really always a podcast. It's usually music. And when it's like not like an upbeat part of the song, or it's just not really like a song that's maybe great for running or whatever, or to keep going, it's so easy just to stop running, and just to start walking, or just to kind of give up. And without it, it's just like, oh wow, like I can kind of keep going. I feel fine, or I can do it. Kind of telling myself I'm more aware of that. I'm not distracted with that influence, if you will, of music or of that noise. So that's been really interesting. I've noticed that, and I feel like a lot better, a lot more proud of myself for that endurance, and to notice those differences. So just want to share that with you. Nothing against music, of course, but I think it's important just to have those differences, and to see that distinctiveness without, and just, just its own season, adjusting to, I guess, a different routine, different schedule, different things, or new things. Like I said before, I'm not the best at transitions, I'm not the best sometimes at adjusting, and I think it's really okay, like I said in my last video, to accept that, but also to give yourself grace and to not be hard on yourself. And I feel like I always need those reminders for myself. I feel like I'm speaking to myself when I say that. So yeah, I think like languages, books really inspire me and help me when sometimes it can be like a hard season, right? Adjusting or adapting is not always easy, even if it's something that you really wanted to happen. Like you're looking forward to the future of that it may happen. Entering into a new season or something that's gonna, build into fruition, and then it's like, oh, okay, this is a different feel than what I anticipated, what I thought. Languages help me. Obviously, prayer helps me. Silence helps me a lot, I think, in this time. So just want to share those quick little things with you. It's kind of a long video, but thanks for listening and watching, and I hope to maybe share more languages with you. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I would like to, even just like little moments of language stuff, because I do still care about it. It's still a part of me. I'm not a perfectionist, as you can probably tell, so I'm not going to be fluent in these languages. Obviously English, but like I'm not going to be fluent in probably any of the languages I study, and that's totally fine. I accept that, and I'm okay with that, because I feel like I'm just excited to learn new languages and learn new things, and that's really my motive, and to share and to like find connections with them. It's okay if I'm not fluent. It's okay if I'm not even intermediate. It's more just to have fun and just to enjoy the process of language learning. And that's what I've learned about myself. That's why I've learned that that's how I am, and that's okay. I don't have to be a perfectionist. I don't have to have really high goals that we can put on ourselves or other people can put on us or society or whatever. It's like, yeah, it's okay if you just want to learn for the sake of learning and to share. So anyways, that's all for the rambling today. But till next time, take care, talk to you later, and have a great day. Okay.